In this video, we will look at what you can do to strengthen your university application and offer some advice on writing your personal statement. The personal statement is a section on your UCAS application to universities designed to show admissions officers that you are suitable for your chosen course. You have about 47 lines or about 4,000 characters to do this. So why is it so important? Well, for the majority of courses in the UK, the admissions officers don't interview. So this is likely to be your first and perhaps only chance to talk directly with admissions staff. If called to interview, your statement may form the core of your questioning. Many applicants up and down the country will have good predicted grades, and your personal statement gives you a chance to stand out from this competition. There's a good chance you may not be called to interview, so the personal statement is in effect your electronic interview. The important thing to remember is that you need to be original and use your own voice. What universities are looking for are students that are curious, scholarly, and show a real interest engaging with their chosen subject, not a student who has used a thesaurus to substitute all their own words for longer ones. It's also essential you don't plagiarise and use segments or extracts from previous statements. Firstly, if you can't think of 500 words that explain why you want to study a subject for the next 3, 4, or even 7 years, this is perhaps a warning that you really don't. Secondly, UCAS has sophisticated software to check against previously submitted statements and check for plagiarism. So what can you do to strengthen your application? Well, for the vast majority of Russell Group and other competitive universities, you need to show that you are ready academically and socially for the challenge of studying at university. Universities have been known to reject 3 A-level grade students who look like they would struggle to fit in socially or make friends. Whilst work experience can be useful to gain an understanding of a job or course, for many subjects that are non-vocational, it will be very difficult to get suitable or relevant work experience. The reality of many work experience placements is that it will not involve a great deal beyond making tea and doing some photocopying whilst watching people get on with their jobs. What you should be looking to do is show an interest and engage in your subject. If you're interested in politics, perhaps start a blog about political issues you care about, or become a regular contributor to the comments pages of broadsheet papers' websites. If film is your passion, why wait until university to begin screenwriting? Write a script and record a film on your phone, perhaps post it on YouTube for feedback. Engaging with your chosen subject in a wider context, such as joining a club or society, or getting one up and running if it doesn't already exist, is a great way to demonstrate commitment, as well as wider transferable skills, such as decision making, problem solving, or flexibility. You might also want to think about whether there's a specific publication or journal that you can read or subscribe to. What are the current hot topics and issues in your chosen field? Universities will often have free public lectures in the evenings, so check out their calendars of events or what's on pages. To help get your application started, think of some of the things you've done over the last year or two, and for each one think about what you learnt, how does it relate to your subject in some way, what are the transferable skills that you gained, and can it be useful to you in your university life? Don't just give universities a tick list of the things that you do. You may want to mention what you enjoy doing in your spare time. If you mention things like reading or going to the cinema, expand on this. Say why certain authors or genres interest you, and does it relate to your chosen subject in any way? Finally, conclude your personal statement by briefly and concisely bringing it back to why you were a good choice for the course and the university. Highlight how you prepared both academically and socially for the challenge of higher education. So here are my tips to consider. Remember to start early. Your personal statement will take time to write. This isn't something you're going to get done in a couple of days. Familiarise yourself with the UCAS application process and the deadlines involved. Plan out and structure with bullet points and headings, then turn these into full sentences and paragraphs. Draft in Microsoft Word or something with a spell checker, proofreading it before you paste it into UCAS. Remember to keep a copy in case you're called for interview. Don't plagiarise. And finally, remember, this is a personal statement. Make sure that what you write reflects your desire and interest in the subject area. It's much more important to get this across, along with examples of what you've done to feed your interest, than it is to appear like some cliched perfect student who just doesn't exist. Universities like mine are interested in recruiting the most curious, scholarly and interested students who are going to take advantage of a university experience. If this is you, just tell us so. Good luck with your applications.